Trap team's really hard.
Okay, that's me started this stream.
Uh,
Okay, we should be live. Hey guys, Nalik here with a special guest called Skylander gamertv.
yo.
I don't know if they can hear that, but
I mean, here. Can you send me a link to see if I can?
oh right, yeah. I was supposed to. Why don't you announce it on Discord and just tell people that this is going on?
What is that?
Why don't you just announce on Discord that I'm streaming, so that
Yeah, if I can have a link to the stream, I could like send to Discord and everyone can join it.
okay. Usually I would watch the cutscenes, guys, but I'm just. This is a lock, so. The idea is I'm going to use fire only. It's a fire element lock.
Yep.
So let's see if the fire element can beat Skylander.
And
I've only got.
how many levels is each one?
Oh, they're all fully leveled up.
I mean, like, you know, how many levels are doing per stream? Yeah.
How many what?
How many levels are doing per stream? I said.
Just as much as I can do before I die of tiredism.
Alright, cool. Hold up, let me load into my game real quick. Because I have water Skylanders and I'm using those. You know. See which element's better. I personally think water is the more consistent.
I personally
element.
prefer magic, but I decided.
Magic is good.
I don't know.
You see.
Really,
I
it
don't
says.
know.
Hold up. You see.
You know what, I'm gonna share the.
Or,
I think I'm gonna blow up my computer at this rate, but.
Hold up. Okay, yeah, they can hear it, I think.
you know what, I'm gonna.
Can they,
Yeah, share it on the Discord if you want to.
yeah, okay. Can you
Check the stream.
Can you hear your?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I can hear me.
Is it like actually good?
Yeah, I would say so. I think it sounds.
Just let,
my
if,
voice probably
let
sounds
me
good.
know. There is no volume to the game at the moment, but let me know if it gets really laggy and I'll reduce the frames.
Hold up. Back. I mean, hold up. Let me see. We should be good, I think. I was saying, like, because Trap Team levels are kind of long, right?
Trap Team, yeah, it is kind of long. I don't really know.
I would say that the stream's a bit.
It's definitely over 15 or 16 levels, to my knowledge.
It's 18.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah.
I
would say the stream is a bit laggy.
Is the stream laggy? Oh.
Yeah, it's because we should be better.
Oh.
I was saying, like, because Trap Team levels are kind of long.
Trap Team, you know, is
My voice also in the video is a bit. Is new to the controller. The stream's a bit.
It's definitely over 16 levels.
It's 18.
Is it?
But if you also the stream is a bit laggy. Yeah, my voice is kind of
Yeah,
like
it's echo.
bass. Well, it's like bass boosted or something.
I suppose there's pros and cons to echoing because you can tell when the bad words get put on.
Hold on. Maybe I can.
Alright.
With that. I just don't understand, like, you know.
No way.
Okay.
Bad words. Yeah.
Yeah, they reach the stream.
Oh, maybe I can. Wait.
But
I just don't understand.
I'm a grown up playing Skylanders. I can say as much backwards
We're
as I
on the
want.
level right now. Oh. I hit you right now.
Okay, how's that?
Did you think you fixed it? Hold on.
I think it's like 48, something like that.
Wait, shoot right now.
Okay.
Alright. Shoot creep, forgot.
Did you fix it? Hold on. It's a bit better.
I think it's like 48.
Alright.
Yoink.
Battling shoot creep right now. Did you fix it?
I'm surprised his will's not black now. That it's all burnt.
What'd you say?
I'm surprised his will's not black and burnt.
Oh yeah.
There's-
Okay, so I just beat him. Moving on now.
Oh
I
right.
said I could do like 5 or 6 levels.
Mhm.
Per stream.
Yeah.
Alright, so like wait, so like when did you get Skylanders when it came out, like in 2000?
My first game was Giants, but I then got Swap Force and then so forth, and then
Okay, hold up.
some time later I got Spyro's Adventure, which became my favorite, I'd say.
So Spyro's Adventure is your favorite? Do you have all Skylanders games? Like not
Yeah,
not on the same console, but you have them all?
Yeah, I have them all. I have all the Spyro's Adventures characters. I'm working on Giants. Still the variants to get.
So I mean, I don't really count variants as complete on my collection. I just kind of think of them like as like I might get them after. I'm just trying to get like each base figure of each Skylander. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I'm doing that,
What am I doing?
it's I have all characters I need from SSA Giants. I need one character from Swap Force, and that is Grim Creeper. And then the bulk of my characters I need from Trap Team. And I think I need like 2 or 3 characters from Superchargers, and I have every single character from Imaginators. Right now, at least. So I mean, I think I only need I only need 11 characters like in total, right? But
11 characters.
yeah.
Or-
I'm trying to think of which ones are. It's like Grim Creeper, then like Enigma.
Oh, I've got Enigma.
Thunderbolt. I need Fling Kong as well.
I think Enigma's actually really cool.
Do you use him? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty cool.
is he good?
Yeah, he's good.
You good? You think? Okay. Like, I
I
don't know. I said a lot of people just think like he's mid. Like he's like not bad. You know?
I don't think there's such thing as a bad Skylander. I think it's just a matter of the scenario.
I don't know. I feel like CS is pretty bad overall.
DS,
Like, all around.
that's a joke, the DS. That's for something
What do you mean?
when you get bored of all the other games, so you just move on to that.
No, is that a joke, bro? Because he's terrible to play as.
I mean,
Oh, and Head Rush. I don't like Head Rush either. She's
I mean,
pretty terrible.
come on. A sheep.
You like Head Rush?
A sheep
You a
is.
big Head Rush fan?
Hmm?
You a big Head Rush fan?
No, I've never heard it.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
Head Rush?
Is it a game?
No, the Skylander Head Rush.
Oh, Head Rush! I thought you said something else.
No, Head Rush.
Yeah, Head
I think
Rush
she's
is cool,
bad.
but I prefer Wallop.
Yeah, well, I prefer Wallop a lot. I think Head Rush is awful, personally.
Eh.
I think she's terrible. She's like either the worst or the second worst Skylander.
Wow, that's a bit extreme. Do you actually have her?
I have her. Of course, I wouldn't be able to say that if I didn't have her. I used her. And I've even maxed her out. Just like I've tried both her packs, and nothing seems to work. Head Rush. She sucks. She's terrible. And I try. Every single Skylander I hit, I probably try to use more than the Skylanders I like to see if I'm actually like tripping. But no, she's just really bad. Where are you at in the level right now? Because I think your stream's like a tad behind.
You know what? Just a good
What?
idea. I'm gonna just stream status is poor, which is probably because I have like tons of different things open. Like
Oh yeah, just close all the things you don't need open, I guess, and probably make it run faster.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I have my file explorer open for some reason, and Origin.
Origin?
Yeah, it's like a launcher for EA.
Oh okay. Oh yeah, that would probably take a lot of space. I'm right at the part like right before you get to Gulper. Like by the tech elements of it.
Oh yeah, the Watergate. Yeah, I'm still AFK at that part. Do you know? Do you know what they don't do anymore? Now that I've just
What?
seen, like you know when you get an expansion pass for Skylander, the said
Mhm.
Skylander Soul Gem is in that expansion pass, but with
Yeah.
blades, it's in the first level.
Oh, that is weird. Then they probably don't put Soul Gems in expansion packs, and if his isn't in it, I don't see it like when they put a scan that you would like.
I think they did that
Like,
because you could. I got blades in the triple pack.
oh yeah, did that triple pack come out when the game came out? I guess that makes more sense if the triple pack came out when the game came out.
My friend got Nightmare Express and
Since Group Aspire, the two, I was able to get away from Lucky. And I got Black Hat recently, so I have every single Dark and Light character.
I
Trap
got
team.
I got Nightmare in its single pack, believe it or not.
She came in a single pack?
Yeah, she came in a single pack. I think that was a British thing though.
Or was it?
Yeah,
I only ever saw her in the triple packs. But like, to be honest, I didn't see her too long. So maybe it is. Is that a Best Buy too? Do you have Best Buys?
Best Buys. I think we do. We don't have Walmart. We don't have
Yeah.
Target or GameStop.
You don't have Target?
No, we don't.
What's your Target then?
I think it's
Tesco?
yeah, Tesco.
Oh, okay.
Oh, stream status is excellent. Which is
What is it?
Oh, the stream status was good, but now it's poor.
Okay, perfect. Ooh. I'm at the part where Gopal like burps and like all the bottles suddenly.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Is this the part where
Okay,
his scroll
perfect.
came up?
Oh, yeah. No. I go to Walmart a lot, so I don't really know what I'd like to without a Walmart.
Do you know what I've realised?
What?
With the later games, when you put on older characters, they're much weaker, and that's just sneaky. That's just sneaky.
I mean, I think it's because like they made enemies harder and harder in each game, so they just made like that's why I imagine these characters are so much more better than like SSA characters. You know, because they made like all the enemies really hard, but to compensate for that, they made like the senseis really good. So I mean, people say like they nerfed them. They didn't technically nerf the SSA Skylanders. They just made enemies better. Nerfing is like when you make something worse.
It's not exactly nerfing. It's just like improving the rest of something.
Yeah.
So it's like so it's like if you got maybe let's say for example, like if you had Ghost Roaster back in the day. Ghost Roaster was a beast, but
yeah, it was.
I remember my friend coming to my house a lot to play battle mode with me, and then I let him play Ghost Roaster, and I realised how big a mistake that was, because like I never won a single round against Ghost Roaster, and I was like, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to the shop to get me a Ghost Roaster.
I just finished the level. First one.
Alright. Oh yeah, you playing it?
Yeah, I'm playing it. I'm using my water Skylanders, you know.
Oh, are you using Trap Masters and stuff?
My first gun I'm using is Snapshot.
I'm using Flameslinger. Series 2.
I'm not too fond of Flameslayer.
Do you know?
I just what?
Kaboom. I think Kaboom was actually like I think at one point I thought he was voiced by Arnold Schwarzenegger in Skylanders Academy. Yeah, I thought that, but I realised it was the Austrian accent. So.
Okay. So I mean, am I allowed to switch Snapshot, or am I just have to use him until he dies?
Use him until he dies, but you can.
Okay, I'll just use him until he dies.
But while that's happening, you can use Dark Snapshot if you have him.
I don't got static snapshot. I don't got rid of it. Hold up. There we go. I just finished level, so I'll wait for you to get to the next level then. So just tell me when you get to the next level.
I've just defeated the golfer, so.
Okay. You do have to like go to Persephone before you go to.
Good God, my streaming is really bad.
Do you think it's your computer or what do you think it is? Or your internet?
Well, I don't exactly live in a city, let's just say.
Do you think it's your internet?
Yeah, plus my brother is using the internet on a pretty heavy duty basis. He thinks he's like ninja, like with a hardcore Fortnite.
I don't necessarily live in like I live like next to a big city, but like I'm like kind of I would say it's like about 20 minutes away.
What, the outskirts?
Yeah, that was just kind of like a 20-30 minute drive to get into it.
Yeah, the local city would be
like to get anything to go like see anything cool. Basically, I got 30 minutes.
You need to walk for like an hour. Basically,
Walking.
yeah, I live in like I live on the coast, so it's like sea. And
I live in Texas, but I think like the beach of it is about like a 3-hour drive from where I live.
And
Maybe like a 4-hour.
Yeah, well.
You know where Texas is at?
Texas? What? Do I live in Texas?
Yeah. I know. I said, do you know where Texas is at?
Yeah, it's America.
But like, do you know like where in America?
It's like central. It's quite hot, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's like it's in the south. It's like I think it might be the most southernmost state of the United States. It's either Florida or Texas.
Mhm.
It's pretty cool down here, though. I like it. I've been to, I think, like 10 states. I would say.
I've only been to New York.
Oh, you've been to the States. That's cool. I've never been to the UK. I'm kind of definitely afraid of.
You're not missing out. You're not missing out. No.
I'm definitely afraid of flying. I do not like.
I probably shouldn't say this online, but our Prime Minister is a retard, and you thought Donald Trump was bad. Just wait till you meet Boris Johnson.
No, I'm not really on to the politics.
Yeah, you shouldn't. The closest to politics I'm doing is if Arnold Schwarzenegger goes for president, I'll be on his side.
I'm not even into politics, like U.S. politics, let alone UK politics.
Yeah.
I have seen like videos though, and it's like funny to hear all the people in the British accents like yell at each other.
There's a funny show based on British politics with puppets called Spitting Image. I watch it with like my parents and stuff because they're heavy duty, like politics and stuff. Because I was kind of raised like that, to be honest.
Okay. I mean, is there like obviously you guys can vote for president, you have a queen, but like, do you like vote for like a president figure? Like, is the prime minister like your president figure, basically?
Yeah, basically.
Is it like a two-party system like the U.S.? Is it like kind of like that? Well, like like the two people that run for president are like in different political parties and stuff like that. Oh no, we got
like 4 or 5. One, I think.
So like. Is it like 4 or 5 different options kind of to vote for when it comes to for the prime minister elections?
Like,
I mean, there's like 4 or 5 people like or like run for president and like but really only like 2 people get the votes here.
To be honest, British politics is not exactly very big where I live because in Scotland we really want independence from Britain.
Yeah, you guys are you guys the little island? You guys are like the little island off of the UK, right? Is that where that's at?
No, that's Ireland.
Or is it it's Ireland. Wait, where's Scotland? And where's that?
That's like
is that on the top of the UK?
The north. Yeah, it's the cool part.
Oh,
so we never.
The cool part. You ever been to Scotland?
Huh?
I said you ever been to Scotland?
I live in Scotland.
I mean, it's Scotland. Sorry, Ireland.
Ireland? No, I haven't.
Okay.
I'm
Pretty sure Crypt Crusher lives in Scotland too.
Crep Crusher.
Yeah, Crypt Crusher. I think he said he lives in Scotland.
Oh yeah, I probably know him actually.
Is it like? I mean, how big is Scotland? Is it like that big? Like I can't imagine it's too big.
Skylanders was big when we were kids, but like it was. To be honest, now people my age just get drunk, and
I mean, is Scotland like how big do you think Scotland is? Like landmass?
oh,
What we
it's
talking?
tiny. It's smaller than Texas.
I know, well, yeah, definitely. Like, do you know like I know like the population of Texas is like
Oh no,
29 million.
see
You know what the
London.
population?
London has got more people in Scotland.
The city of London has more people than
Yeah.
the country of Scotland.
Yeah.
Is it a country? It's a country, really. I mean, do you call them country?
Well, we
You call
call
them countries.
yeah, it's like
Is there like what? Is it like part of the? Is it like does like Britain own it? Like it's part of the United Kingdom, right?
but
It's like Ireland, Britain, and Scotland, right?
where I live, they're very anti-Tory, which is basically who run Britain at the moment. It's like the Prime Minister's party.
Okay, but like those three countries are all part of the UK, right? Ireland, Scotland, and Britain, right? Is that how that works? I'm not sure.
I'm not really sure, but in a nutshell, Scottish. Some of the Scottish don't like the English.
Well, would you say like a good majority of the Scottish people don't want to be part of the
Yeah,
of Britain
basically.
anymore?
At least where I live, there's like people in tents and campaigning for it. Like where
Well, you see, we did that, you know.
I know it's crazy.
We did it in one too, pretty crazy. I feel like, I don't know, you just gotta have, I mean, like, I don't know, I don't know if you can vote on that type of stuff. Like, I know, like, there's, like, Texas, like, has, like, there are companies in Texas that don't want to be part of the United States and just want to be its own country, but it's, like, at this point, like, honestly, like, I think, like, because, like, I think, like, America almost, like, needs Texas as much as Texas needs America, because like Texas is like the biggest producer for like the United States, and like it has like more oil than like any other state, and it's not even close, you know.
Oh yeah,
So it's like
we make our money off whiskey.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do at least. Or kilts. Kilts are quite popular. I'm pretty sure. To
It's
my
like, yeah, for, like-
knowledge, the Americans love us. But
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I would love to go to places like Spain, Italy, and stuff like that, but I heard that they just hate Americans. I'm like, what did I do?
I don't think they do. It's just there's a stereotype where Europeans are a bit crazy in America. I'm pretty sure, but the British are even more absurd, which I can agree with, because I don't really consider Scotland part of Britain at the moment, because we've been fighting for so long to be kicked out.
Well, no, I just like one of my friends went to like I think Spain or Italy and something like that, and he was like, "Bro, they hate Americans." Like basically what they tried to do was like dress up like they live there and stuff like that. And
Oh, really?
they try to make it appear like because they can speak Spanish too as well. The people, my friend.
Yeah, if they're like Latinos.
He's a Latino. He's Mexican. So I mean, maybe they thought he lived in Spain. I don't know because like they speak fluent Spanish and stuff.
Wow.
I mean, there's a lot of like fluent Spanish speakers.
They still have legendary treasures in Trap Team. At least they keep something from the old games.
Really?
That's very impressive.
Oh yeah, oh wait, are you on the Buzzer Beak?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Yeah, Buzzerbeak. Oh, it's my main name, Blubbers. You just called me a hoe. Hi ho, Skylander.
I think I'm at the Slobbertooth boss battle right now.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Ooh. And I do want to go to like somewhere in Europe because I've never been out of the country. Might have gone to Mexico when I was like a little kid. But I don't think I've ever been out of the. At least what I remember, I've never been outside of the United.
I think America's got everything. It's like
It is. I mean, that is true. Like, there wasn't a big reason for me to want to, go anywhere outside of America because we kind of got everything here.
I
I mean, like, it's a very diverse country. We have like
everything.
freaking mountains. We got snow. We got
Hmm.
we got the redwood forest.
You've got
We got a lot. But I just want to go. Just kind of curious.
like the closest to like I think all the Americans have like celebrities and stuff just wandering about the place. But the
Yeah.
closest to that in Scotland is either seeing one of the big footballers like
Mhm.
Scott Brown.
Is Messi? I don't know.
Nah, he's where's he? Paris Saint-Germain.
What about Ronaldo?
Oh yeah, he's in Britain. He's Manchester United.
Manchester.
I don't like him, but he's more appealing to
Do
others.
you watch like European football?
Yeah, I played it a bit.
Have you ever seen American football though?
No.
No.
Then again, we did see a movie in English called
Oh, yeah.
Gridiron Gang, is it?
Mhm.
Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I've heard of it. Why?
It's about a
You
bunch
seen that?
yeah, it's like the rocks in it. Like there's a bunch of
Mhm.
like juvenile kids that
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, are like is most like the movies you see and stuff like that like from America? Like I feel
Yeah,
like Hollywood is be like
most of them.
worldwide, right?
The closest to a Scottish film we've seen is Braveheart.
Wasn't there was like one movie I thought called like Trolls or something like that. I thought that was Scottish. It might not have been Scottish. Might have been something else. Might have been a Norwegian movie actually.
I don't know. I couldn't
It
tell.
was a movie. It was a movie called Trolls. It was like
Yeah, I know it's with the mad haircuts and stuff. It's like
no, not that movie. It was like an IRL movie, and it was about
Oh really?
actually it might have just been called Troll, like singular, and it was about like these like it was like supposed to be like one of those like found film movies, like the Blair Witch Project.
Hmm.
But basically it was like about like these like group of like filmmakers that are trying to do like a project or something like that, and I think they go to like Scotland or like Norway or something like that. I forgot what it was called. Which one it was, but like, and they find like this troll hunter there, and he tells them like, I don't know, something like, trolls can like smell the blood of a Christian man or like something like that, and then like that. And they just go about like finding like different type of trolls and stuff like that.
Then again,
The movie,
the closest to we do Glasgow and stuff gets used for like filming Batman films and stuff. We had that with a recent one where they actually hired extras for yeah, I knew someone that was an extra in the new Batman.
Oh, okay.
Who
Yeah,
was
I mean,
just chilling in the background.
I guess also like America has like a lot of basically like, I mean like we have like all this. I'm not trying to be mean, but like I feel like America has most of everything that the rest of the world has.
Absolutely, I totally agree with that. But
oh, it's called Troll Hunter. That's what it's called.
Mhm.
The movie I was talking about, Troll Hunter. Let me see. Where was it? It's Norwegian. Okay, yeah. I thought it was either from Scotland or. Do you guys like actually know like all the countries up in Europe?
Yeah. It's like Turkey, France, Spain, Italy, Portugal, us. Oh wait, no, actually no. Not us. Britain left Europe. I remember that. Brexit.
Because y'all be making fun of our geography skills. I mean, if y'all, actually.
Brexit was like going on the news for the past 1,000 years when I was like 10. So like, you never went a single day without hearing the word Brexit. I was actually kind of worried because it meant that we might go to war easier. But I realised no one actually would go to war with Scotland.
Is Brexit like over now? Like is it like done?
It's been on hold with COVID and everything, and Ukraine. So, well, I don't think it will happen because we'll get independence, probably join Europe again, and
like does Scotland have their own money and stuff like that?
Money, yeah.
Well,
I think
I can name all 50 states.
The French like us quite well, apparently. Like most countries We're basically like everyone.
Most countries in Europe want you guys to...
Most countries like Scotland. Even Russia liked Scotland at one point.
Mm.
That's saying something.
Yeah.
That's like the grumpy kid in the playground.
How close is Ukraine to you guys?
Not that close, but close.
Like, where is it? Like Southern Europe, or is it like where would that be?
It's like, well, yeah, it would be. It's complicated. It's to do with the war, like because it was in Europe and they wanted to join up, protect like a force that would basically. Europe is basically where if one country goes to war with someone outside of Europe, it's like
a chain reaction kind of.
Yeah, all the other countries, it's like it's like a big,
they all start to go to war with each other.
Yeah,
basically
they protect each other.
Yeah, isn't it's about like Belarus, right? Ukraine.
Huh?
Isn't about like isn't Ukraine about like Poland?
Oh yeah, that it was one of the Soviet countries. That's why basically Putin wants to go back to the Soviet Union. That's he's trying to retake the Soviet.
And Ukraine's like his first, I guess, step. I don't know.
It's because he was basically a secret. He was basically James Bond, but for Russia. So he, I don't know. He just decided. Oh my god! I'm so sorry.
What?
There was a guy actually in the chat, and I never realized.
What is he saying?
This Ali Jason guy. He said, "Hey Skylander gamer, Blastertron sucks. You know him? He's been in my past few streams." Like,
I mean, Blastertron doesn't suck. He knows.
I think he's just is he like taking a piss or something?
Maybe. Hold up. So like, do you think you can name like all like the countries in Europe, or like close to all of them?
Well, yeah. Like.
Here, wait, hold up. I'm gonna see if I can name all 50. I think I can. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try to do this in alphabetical order. So there's Alabama. There's Arizona.
Oh wait.
Arkansas.
Are you naming states?
Alaska. Yeah, I'm naming states. I think I know all the names of the states. So it's like Arizona, Alabama, Arkansas, Alaska. I think those are all the A ones. Then California, Connecticut, Colorado. I think that those are the only C states. Delaware, Florida, Hawaii, Illinois, Idaho, Indiana.
Yeah, Ali, I can read this.
Georgia, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Montana, Mississippi, Missouri, Minnesota, Michigan, Massachusetts, Maryland. There's a lot of M and N's. Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Mexico, New Jersey, New York, North Dakota, South Dakota, North Carolina,
New England,
Ohio, Oklahoma. No, that's like all like the northern states. Like that, like you just call those New England, basically.
Oh yeah, Ali, I remember you.
So I think it's like Rhode Island, Maryland, Massachusetts,
Can I just
Philadelphia. That's
Ali,
all like the New England area.
Ali is really good at oxymorons.
Oxymorons?
Yeah, they're basically where like you give an adjective for something, but it's the opposite.
Oh no, yeah, I know what I mean. Yeah, it's like
I can read the
jumbo shrimp. It's like a jumbo shrimp, you know. Shrimp aren't big.
Yeah.
You guys have to get. Do you guys have to learn like in the American school system? You have to like take a language class. So you guys have to take like a language class.
Yeah, we had to take a language. Mine was Spanish, but my Spanish teacher was crazy because she had a complete and utter like huge crush on a Barcelona soccer player or football player.
Mm-hmm.
He was a defender, and he wasn't even particularly that good. It wasn't even Messi or anything. It was literally.
Was he just like? Did she just think he was cute or something?
it was like just some random PK guy
Yeah.
he wasn't even the best defender in the world. He was just okay. And then she went through a phase where she spoke about Kim Kardashian for like every 5 minutes. And what I used to do was every time I heard the name Kim Kardashian, I would put tally marks on my jotter.
Wait,
And at the end of the
I
year,
want to know. I'm kind of curious. Like, how many positions are there in
there's like 4.
football?
There's goalkeeping, defenders, midfielders, and strikers.
Oh, because okay, so in American football, there's like 11 people on each side. There's an offensive.
Yeah, there's 11 on.
Yeah, and each player is like technically a different position. So like on offense, there's like the quarterback, running back. Sometimes we'll have another guy called fullback who just takes up a running back. Then there's like usually 2 wide receivers, and then just a receiver, and then a tight end. So like tight ends are kind of like the receivers are the ones that catch the balls. Tight ends are basically just like bigger receivers that like run like not like as long routes when they run. And then you have the linemen, and there's like a tackle, left tackle.
Wasn't anyways,
Wasn't what?
this guy in my chat is a big fan of you, Ali Jazem.
Oh, well,
So
glad that you hear them, bro.
if you're in the chat, you would know.
Hold on.
Yeah, this guy.
Well, thanks for watching the vids, bro. I actually just announced on my Discord my next video is coming out.
What is it?
Check them out sometime in the next month. It's called The Disappointment of Superchargers. I put the thumbnail.
Oh god, I couldn't agree with you more.
Well, you don't like Superchargers?
Superchargers was trash. Like
I don't think it was necessarily trash, but it was definitely the worst game.
I only liked the games up to Trap Team. Imaginators.
You don't like Imaginators? Imaginators is my favorite.
I mean, yeah, probably because they have Blastatron as a playable figure, but
yeah. Also, I just think the games.
But that's like believable. And hey, the stream's in excellent condition, so.
Where you at on Top of Mountain? You're on top of the mountain right now, right?
Liberos. Bruiser Cruiser.
Do you ever? Huh?
I'm
I
not
want to
really
know.
as big a soccer fan or a football fan as I used to be. I'm more of a bodybuilding guy, or a boxer.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. And
I do want to know though, like, is the Super Bowl ever really talked about in like Europe? Like, does anyone ever really talk about the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl was spoken about in Europe.
I know like the World Cup is probably
Yeah, the World Cup's a big deal.
What league is that?
It's pretty big, especially.
Wait, what league is that? Like the Premier League?
It's a thing where all the countries play, but each country's got a league or a few leagues, like an amateur league, stuff like that.
But it's like the best from each league plays for the country's team. Is that what it is? Kind of.
No, the players are all taken into a team for the
country.
Yeah. So for example,
like all of like Germany's like leagues, right? Would make like the best teams from each league or whatever.
No, it's the best
would
players.
Combine for the.
I mean,
yes, yeah, not the best team, the best players from each league or whatever. Would combine for that country's team.
It's like all the good players. So like,
for
example,
even America has a team for that though, right?
For example, like for Spain, it would be the goalkeeper would be De Gea, I would imagine. Last time I checked, who was the Manchester keeper at one point. He was pretty good back in his day. Back in like 2016, he was really good. PK was good. I think the French won the last World Cup.
Has America ever won one?
The Americans, I don't think they're in it.
Does America play in it?
Actually, I think they did. But last World Cup was in Russia, but that won't happen
Wait,
for a very long time.
so that's like a pretty big deal, though, right?
Nah, no
World
one
Cup.
really cares. There was
Really? I thought it got like a billion viewers.
no one really cares the fact it was in Russia, but yeah, World Cup was a big
Does
deal.
it get like a?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a pretty
I'm
big
pretty
deal. I would
sure.
imagine.
I'm pretty sure. When SWAT Force came out, the reason Kickoff Countdown was a thing was because it was based during the time of one of the World Cups.
When the World Cup usually happens around like October.
Because it only happens every 4 years.
Oh, it only happens every 4 years. It's not like a
It's-
1 year thing.
Ali actually thinks Blastertron's good. So yeah, I think he was just messing with
Wait. So I thought the World Cup was like every year.
No, it's every
It's
4
only
years.
4 years.
Because it would be too much money to do it every year, I'd imagine. And
I mean,
like
Super Bowls.
Super Bowls are
But I mean,
like what, every 4 years, every year, every
no,
4 years?
the Super Bowl's every year. So
Really?
the way the NFL, yeah, no, okay, so the way it is the league for American football, it's called NFL, obviously. And I mean, we got 32 teams, and they play the regular season, which starts in September, and they play 17 games. And now each team is like kind of bracketed into different conferences. So since there's 32 teams, 16 teams are in a thing called the American Football Conference, which is called the AFC, and then the 16 other teams are part of a thing called the National Football Conference, which is the NFC. And basically, in each conference, the NFC and AFC, there's four divisions. Like the NFC has the NFC West, East, South, and the Northeast, Southwest, and the AFC has the AFC South, North, West, and East, right? And there's four teams in each division, so which totals for 60 teams on each side. And at the end of the season, there's a thing called the playoffs, and basically the best ranked team in each division automatically gets to the playoffs, and then like the three rest of the best teams from each conference will get into the playoffs.
Mhm.
And then once the playoffs start, there's seven teams on the AFC side and the NFC side. So the way they do it is the number one ranked team like the conference does not play in the first round of the playoffs. And the playoffs is like where you lose the game, you're out, right?
Yeah,
So
okay.
the best ranked team does have to play the first week of the playoffs.
Mhm.
Then, but the first round is called the wild card round, and the way it works is they rank each team in the playoffs. So like the second ranked team would play the seventh ranked team. It's like the better you do, the worse teams you have to play in the playoffs. So the second ranked team would play the seventh ranked team. Then the third ranked team would play the fifth ranked team, and the third ranked team would play the sixth ranked team, and the fourth ranked team would play the fifth ranked team. And if you have a higher rank, you play at your home stadium during the playoffs. And basically, each sides, the AFC and NFC, do the playoffs until there's only one team on each side, and then those two teams play in the Super Bowl. So
Uh,
that's kind of how it works.
the World Cup basically, each country gets put into like, I think it's a few group stages, which is like
Mm-hmm.
maybe 50 countries.
Ooh, Mhm.
Uh-huh. Each group has probably got around 4 or 5. So it's probably more than 50. So basically it's a point system. So if you win a game, you play each other once or twice, I think.
Mhm.
So you play each other once or twice. If you win, you get 3 points. If you draw, you get a single point. But
Mhm.
if it's
If you lose, you get points taken away from you.
no, unless like
You just
on rare occasions that I can't really think of. Like for example, if the countries did something wrong, like cheated, which would probably not happen. But there's also after about a few games, the leading teams with the most points go into the knockout round, which is a round of
Is it like the playoffs, basically?
32, and you have to beat each other and then knock each other out until there's a final. Last time it was last World Cup, it was, I remember watching England and Croatia play each other, and in Scotland
Is it like a 7-game series, or is it whoever wins the first game wins it all?
It's basically like you need to make it through all the stages, so there's semi-finals, quarter-finals, round of 32. Then there's...
Have you lost any Skylanders yet?
Oh, what? No,
have
I haven't.
Have Skylanders done yet? No. So,
I
guess it's kind of like American football. Thing is, like, so the last Super Bowl was the Bengals versus the Rams, and the Rams won.
It's kind of like the Olympics. A country sponsors it every year, or every time. So last time it was Russia. I think the time before that it was Brazil.
Was that during the Brazil Olympics?
I don't know.
Might have been. Because in 8 years, there's only 2 World Cups, you know?
Yeah.
I think about 8 years is when the Brazilian one was. This year was in Japan or China or something.
Yeah.
I don't really pay attention to the Olympics.
I don't really pay attention to football as much anymore, but I'm about to lose a Skylander.
You're talking about European.
Ali says he can't wait to see another stream from you. So
I might stream. I still need to finish it because I was redoing a lot because I never finished it. You know. So I was redoing my Forgotten Life. I never finished it a year ago, so I might stream that thing. But like other than that, like I really don't have a lot of streaming. My channel isn't really, I would say, like necessarily needs streaming. Yes.
That's torched down. We have a dead girl. R.I.P. Torch.
R.I.P. Snapshot. Snapshot died for me.
Oh, good thing I haven't lost Kaboom yet, because he's my only trap master.
You don't have a wildfire?
No, I don't have wildfire. My brother really, really liked him at one point, so I think he was begging me to get him so that he could play him. But he never plays Skylanders. He used to, but like he grew up. He's unlike me. He got a life.
I could probably like name most of the Super Bowl. What's it called?
Oh, I defeated Chong.
How many World Cups have there been? Do you know? There's been 56 Super Bowls.
I don't know.
Brazil, like they call like World Cup.
All the South American teams are really good, but
like in soccer or whatever.
Messi's from Argentina though.
I will say,
Ronaldo's from Portugal.
Is there like, are the like World Cups like usually like the same teams? Because like with the Super Bowl, usually. It can be like really random with the teams. You know, like a lot of times like a team will do really good one year.
Also,
and like
Ali's asking if you've finished the Forgotten Locke.
I'm gonna finish it when I stream the last part of it. I don't know when I'll do that. And what I was saying, it's like since the Super Bowl is once every year, or whatever. Since like each NFL season happens like once a year, a lot of times teams will like just do good for 1 year and like make a Super Bowl. You know, like the Bengals this year. Like I mean, they hadn't even been to a conference final in like 30 plus years. They hadn't been to a Super Bowl in 38 plus years, and they just all of a sudden did good this year and made it to the Super Bowl. You know, I mean, for a while the Patriots were like really good and made it basically.
Oh yeah, isn't that Tom Brady's team?
Well, not anymore. He's on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers now, but like for a while, but like that rarely happens. Like that's the only time that he's been to that many Super Bowls.
Oh, he's
Like
transferred, yeah. Messi,
most of the times, teams.
he's only left a club once. His first club was Barcelona. He stayed there for about 10 years, which is a very long time. Oh god, that's
Tom
like
Brady stayed on his team for like basically 20 years.
record breaking.
Crazy.
I
Yeah,
reckon it's probably the reason that happened is because he can only speak the one language, and I wouldn't really blame him for not learning any other.
yeah. I mean, like the reason, I mean, why like there's so many random teams that make to the Super Bowl is like the Super Bowl. Even if you have a good team, the Super Bowl is still like super hard to get to because like each game, if you lose, you're done in the playoffs. You know,
every
like,
point.
if you make one mistake, you're done. You know.
Yeah, Ali said your glitches video for Trap Team wasn't very well researched, I think, but now that he brings that up, I actually have something to say about the I've got a question about the Spires Adventure Sky Schooner Docks glitch with the not being able to complete it. I think I figured a way to reach the enemy goal.
I just looked it up on Reddit and people saying
I think it's like to do with if it's like literally because they cannot generate the goal, and even though despite the fact you have reached the enemy goal,
that would be considered a glitch.
They don't give you anyways, or if there's a reason why, like if they think for some reason you didn't reach that number because the number's more than actually is enemy wise. I realised there's actually a way you could maybe, just maybe, get the enemy goal.
How would that be?
It would be Chompy Pods if you just killed them, since they renew. They're renewable enemies, like Chompies for example. They come out of the pods over and over and over again, just keep killing them, and then you'll eventually...
This guy says, like, I don't remember him from, like, Supercharger stream, but, like, I mean, like, no, I mean, I don't do, but, like, you know, I don't usually look in the chat besides my chat when I'm on Supercharger stream. You know?
Yeah, but the thing is, chat, for me, is usually only 1 or 2 people, because my life is sad.
Yeah, chat is, like
and the difference between you and I is, you're successful, and I'm just some guy with a cam. And the difference between you and I is, believe it or not, I've actually had a distract on me.
You had a distract though on you?
Yeah.
I did have like a Minecraft commentary channel at the time.
Yeah, so did I back in the day. Some kids also made YouTube videos of, but basically we had beef at school, so he decided just to make a distract on me since I was a dick to him, but in reality he just thought he was Jake Paul. And I said, if you want to be so much like Jake Paul, we can box. And then yeah, so like I would literally ask him if he wants to box.
Is boxing like a big thing in Europe? Because like personally,
oh yeah, because
I feel like boxing isn't that big in America. Like I know we have the YouTuber boxing and stuff like that, but I feel like more Europeans probably watch that than Americans. It's not really too big in America. But you said it's a big deal in Europe?
Oh yeah, totally. I think, what was his name? Tyson Fury, he's English. He's one of the best in the world, I think, undefeated.
He's like Conor McGregor, isn't he like Irish or something like that?
Yeah, he's Scottish, I think.
Scottish. He's Scottish.
Is he not?
Yeah, I think he's either Scottish or Irish.
Yeah, I forgot about him. Conor's a commonly used name in Scotland, so...
Is it like a Super Bowl style game for boxing, like playoffs or something like that?
I don't think you could
like world champion boxer or whatever.
Called
Conor. You know what I'm saying? Well, like there's different weight classes and stuff. Because like Conor McGregor's, I'm pretty sure is actually like kind of short. Yeah, or, like the average American male American is like 6 foot. You know, I think Conor McGregor is like
Yeah,
5 foot.
well, to be honest, um, some most of Scotland's quite a rough climate and quite a rough place. We're
Mhm.
famous. We're kind of basically
Oh,
just very.
you guys are kind of near the North Pole, though,
Oh,
right?
yeah. I mean, plus boxing. In fact, do you know how many? Where I live locally is quite rough.
Mhm.
Do you know how many people have actually been murdered
No.
where I
I
live?
don't
I know it's
know.
crazy. In fact, a friend of mine,
Do you know?
uh, his big brother went missing for quite a long time and was found dead in a
Oh,
um
damn. That's
what
some stuff.
I know it's messed up, and I actually thought it was because someone had got him, and there was a guy who two nut jobs in like the middle of some local town to us who
Mm-hmm.
these guys were nuts back in the day. They went and randomly killed a 3-year-old cold-bloodedly.
Is
It's like something you
is
would see
the
out of a horror movie.
is the word the hood like
It
something you guys
is.
use in
Oh
Scotland?
Jesus Christ! It's crazy. I mean, some parts of London might be tougher, but Scotland is
Well, I mean, like, cause I know, like in the Europe especially, it's way harder.
it's crazy. Trust
Definitely,
me.
right?
I mean,
Like guns
groundskeeper
and stuff.
groundskeeper Willie was right.
Like, are Europeans allowed to buy guns?
No, we're not allowed guns unless you're a policeman.
Mm. So I think in America is like, like
I don't
no
really
matter
know.
what, criminals are gonna try to get guns.
Yeah,
There's
Ali.
a criminal.
Thank you. I
So
mean,
like in America, it's like it's like there are good people that own guns.
hmm criminal records and stuff are very well checked, and there's a lot more crimes are more committed. Um,
Scotland?
most yeah. Oh God, things that
No.
happened. Like
Mm.
some people could not even leave the house without getting attacked by a gang of kids,
Mm.
like brutally, knives and stuff.
Yeah.
Honestly, you would
Are you like trying to leave Scotland or something?
no, like not at the
Do you
moment.
like
I would
do you like
maybe
you like Scotland?
it's nice, but probably
Would
quite
you
big.
ever consider living in the U.S. though?
Yeah, totally. Because like
Totally.
if you wanted to do like a certain jobs, then you would have to be in the
Mm.
US.
I would say like I feel like most people should be proud to live in the country, unless you live like in Russia or something. So like I feel like I feel like people should have like this like certain pride when it comes to like living in your country.
Okay,
So
Ali.
like
Thanks for showing by. I'm really happy that you showed up.
thanks, Ellie.
Yeah,
I guess we'll see you in like 2 stream. I guess. Huh?
yeah.
Dude,
If Skylander Gamer TV can ever actually be bothered to put up with me again.
well, no,
um,
he said he's in spinny streams, right? I
yeah, I suppose.
frequent those streams quite often.
Um, however, back to the sport. There's two teams in Scotland that are like
Good.
the rivalry is so intense
Mm.
that
Do you have
it's
like
like
a favorite of the two?
oh geez, it's like nothing you've seen. It's like it goes way back. It's like Russia
Like
and
how far back?
America. It's
I
like
mean, there is stuff like that where like you can get beat up at like
people
or
actually died because of it. I'm pretty sure. Like it's
I
called
mean,
the Irish
I don't want to say
War.
like that happens a lot.
There's
Like if you
there's a Celtic team called Celtic, which is the one you support if you're Catholic, and if you're Protestant, you support a team called Rangers, or
Ranger.
commonly known as Sevco by the others
Mm-hmm.
because they went bust, so they had to make a new team called Rangers.
Okay.
Um, but some. It doesn't really. It's not as bad anymore, but it was really bad a long time ago.
I will say, if you like walking to certain bars and everything,
Yeah, like
like
if
it's
you
a heavy
walk
sports
late
town.
at night,
Well,
it
so like if you walk in like
it can be like something out of a horror movie. It's terrible. Like,
well, no, I'm saying like sports wise, like if you like, let's say like you're in Pittsburgh or something like that, Pittsburgh Steelers NFL team is there, and like you like walk to like Pittsburgh Steelers bar with like a Baltimore Ravens jersey, and that's like the rival team. You probably gonna get like
oh, I mean, half the time no one would really care, but there'll be some mad kid, because you get
yeah.
them that are like non-educated.
You usually do get like ugly stares at you though, because I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Yeah,
And I've been
like
places that are like
there's
Eagles fans
the
and
the
stuff.
stereotype is of a criminal in Scotland are called Neds, which just stands for a non-educated delinquent, which
Neds.
means uh-huh.
That's funny.
Yeah, they're basically like the stereotype is basically a bunch of teenagers kinda in like trackies or like
Mm-hmm.
sports wear, so like Nike gym
Oh yeah,
wear.
Nike, like
Uh,
that's a big deal in UK too.
oh yeah. Under Armour, we've got that.
Adidas.
Oh yeah, we've got Adidas. Oh god
I,
damn
I,
it, my Skylanders are
but
dying like birds.
I'm still in Gilcon right now. I don't know about Snapshot.
Gelgrunt's pretty good though, he's a ranging attack.
Yeah, I love range Skylanders. Fan of, yeah.
Yeah, I should have. I
One
still
more
got a
kind of
Flick
them.
Slinger, thankfully.
I will say that like, especially during the Super Bowl, it gets kind of feisty.
Oh yeah,
Like when there's only 2 teams left.
wasn't the way I remember the Super Bowl was there was a Simpsons episode that featured Lady Gaga at the Super Bowl
Oh yeah, she
ended up
was in
happening.
Super Bowl 51. Yeah. What about
Like
it?
I think culturally she's very accepted and stuff because like I'm pretty sure she announced she
I
was
mean, she's
there,
pretty popular in America.
very
I mean,
popular
she
because
wasn't
of like
like.
because of Biden and all that.
Well, I don't know. The Super Bowl that she was in wasn't too long ago. It was Super Bowl 51. That was like 5 years ago or so. Because we're on Super Bowl 56 right now. The next Super Bowl is Super Bowl 57. She didn't sing the national anthem because like before the Super Bowl always starts, singer will always sing the national anthem.
We don't
Yeah.
we have like two national anthems. It's the Flower of Scotland and then there's like a joke national anthem which I forgot.
Mhm.
But
I
it was
mean,
like
our national anthem is so good. We just call it the national.
oh
I mean,
god.
I really like the national. It's just beautiful when everyone stands up, But it's like before the Super Bowl always starts, someone will sing the national anthem, then the game plays, and then during halftime,
I saw
someone
a video on
plays.
YouTube actually
Mhm.
of well someone showed up and played the Soviet Union anthem at a Super Bowl or something. Did that actually happen or was that just staged?
I don't know that.
I doubt that. I don't think that happened. Because we were having a conversation about that earlier. Because of like the rivalry and stuff,
Mhm.
the Cold War, Vietnam.
Mhm.
Because
I like. Oh my God.
I watched what was it called? It was what was it? It's like a sitcom called F is for Family. I
Mhm.
used to watch that. You watched that?
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Have you heard of it?
I don't think I've ever heard of it. Is it like a British
Oh
sitcom or
no,
it's like?
it's American. It's like the America during the 70s. It was quite funny actually. It was like the whole
It's
family.
called Friends. I know Friends, but not.
F is for Family.
I mean, okay.
It was like
Actually,
a cartoon kind of thing.
talking about it. Keep talking about it. I'm gonna look it up. See what about it. Wait, what about it?
Yeah, so there's a lot of Vietnam references and stuff. And I watched another one, called Young Sheldon, which was about a kid who was really smart.
It kind of looks like animated, like adult animated style, like Family Guy.
Yeah, you're right.
I will say, like,
It's probably more inappropriate than Family Guy. I think Family Guy's
well, maybe it's more like Paradise Palms.
they swear a lot. Like they hate each other despite the fact they're a family. I think that was the whole point of it. They hated each other.
There was a running joke in Family Guy that like hates the daughter. Really.
Oh yeah, Meg. Meg is basically the Family Guy version of Sprocket. No one likes her.
Oh, there's always like one character that like you kind of like you're supposed to not like, but you end up kind of feeling bad.
Yeah, but people like anyways.
Yeah. No, that's like the punching bag of the TV show.
Yeah,
so bad.
and then there'll be that one episode where he or she gets the time to shine.
Like on a lot of, especially like sitcoms, there seems to be like it's especially like kids sitcoms, like a Disney sitcom or like a Nickelodeon sitcom. That character is always that was show. And I always feel bad for them because like usually the things they do aren't.
One of my favorite sitcoms in the American based was something called Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, that was good. Yeah. The dude from Breaking Bad.
We had that on Britain. But Bryan Cranston, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, Bryan Cranston.
Breaking Bad and Better Call
You watched Breaking Bad?
Oh yeah, I'm watching it right now actually.
I'm watching Skylanders too. I'm on season 4 right now.
I'm on season 2, so no spoilers.
Yeah, no.
In fact, my cousin, he's a guitarist for a band, and he binge watched it on a world tour.
Nice.
Like the full thing, and I was like, how'd you do that? But
apparently it's like one of the best shows ever, and I've been watching it and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe it's just not for me, but like I wouldn't call it one of the best shows ever. I mean, it's entertaining to watch. I've been watching it.
I'm pretty sure that's where the big camper van and the Dream SMP came from.
Yeah, I think I've never watched a Dream SMP, but
I mean, it was more of a
Breaking Bad definitely popular.
Yeah, it's a huge thing. But my mum could never take Bryan Cranston seriously because of Hal from Malcolm in the Middle.
From Malcolm in the Middle, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like I mean, it just shows how good of an actor he is. Like he can play like two completely different characters.
Yeah, it shows how. It shows
like
how crazy.
And Malcolm in the Middle, he's like kind of like a doofus, you know, kind of like an idiot.
Yeah.
But in Breaking Bad, he's kind of like genius, you know.
Do you know?
But it was also it's crazy.
Do you know a fun fact about Malcolm in the Middle? The guy who played Francis, I forgot his name. He actually applied to play Will Turner in Pirates of the Caribbean, but Orlando Bloom was better looking or something apparently.
Doesn't one of the actors from Malcolm in the Middle don't have dementia or something like that and doesn't remember that he was on it?
It was the guy who played Malcolm. He didn't remember playing Malcolm.
He has Alzheimer's dementia.
Yeah, something like that.
Like he doesn't remember.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to Klux. What's it called? The Cuckoo Clocker.
The Cuckoo Clocker. Yeah, I'm on. I've just started it.
Yeah. I actually might die.
Who's playing as Gilgrunt?
We're gonna have 109 health left. But he's also really low too. Oh damn.
I'm actually going through a phase of watching 80s action movies like Rambo, Rocky.
Have you seen Top Gun?
Top Gun, James Bond. Nah, I'm bored of James Bond. I'm British, so it's like a cultural thing.
Do they make fun of British people or something like that?
Oh yeah, basically. James Bond was like, if you looked like James Bond in the 80s, you were basically considered the next Elvis Presley, if you could sing.
Isn't James Bond supposed to be British? Or is he like a British stereotype?
Yeah.
He's isn't he like a British stereotype, basically?
Yeah, It was like the spy thing, I guess.
I wasn't aware of still making
Top
James
Gun
Bond.
was... I could actually, at one point I could probably name all the actors who played him.
Really?
One of them was actually the guy who played Indiana Jones' dad, Sean Connery. He was... I like him, he's a good actor. He died
They're
recently.
making a new Top Gun.
Are they?
Yeah, it came out, I think, already.
Have you
Like,
seen
has Top
No Time to Die? I've seen it.
No, I haven't seen No Time to Die.
Oh, yeah, Billie Eilish done the soundtrack, actually.
Billie Eilish?
She done a bit of it, to my knowledge.
Oh no.
Because in, like, the intro, she's singing it.
Never been too big of a fan of Billie Eilish.
She's one of those singers that are like... She looks like she hates everybody, but in reality,
Right?
I'm pretty sure she's quite nice.
I don't know. I've seen her like interviews and stuff.
I think it's all an act. I think she's probably actually a reasonably okay person.
I'm not to Chef Zeppelin Pepper Jack. I'll wait for you to start that level if you're not on it yet. What, do you want me to wait for you to start that level? Like, cause I can just wait for you to start it, yeah.
It doesn't matter, you play on. Oh crap! Kaboom's
What
dead.
level? Oh shoot. What level do you want to get to in this stream?
Just... I don't know, I'll just... see how we do at the 2 hour mark. So, the end of No Time to Die is pretty interesting, I have to admit.
What is that about? What's in time to die?
It's like about... I don't know, it's about a guy who like... It's like canon to Spectre.
I haven't heard of that.
It's the one before it, I think.
I've never heard of Spectre.
And that's my first James Bond film. I've only seen one.
Oh, is it No Time to Die is a James Bond film?
It's just...
Is it called James Bond No Time to Die, or is it just called...
No, they give it random names, stuff like Golden Gun, yeah, but usually what they do is they put the word 007 before each film, I think. It's like, I don't know
It's
why
like
they do
that. Oh, I don't know why they did that. It sounds cool, though, so.
Yeah, I think that was the whole idea of it. Oh, Jesus, when Cuckoo Clocker dies, his, like, eyes go crazy.
Yeah. They get big and, stuff like that.
By the way, are we allowed to use villains?
I would assume, I guess.
Okay, because, since they're not Skylanders, I suppose we could just use them of any element.
Maybe. I mean, I don't think we should be allowed to use.
We'll make it where you can only use, like, 3 different elements or something.
Okay.
Which is too bad, because I don't have chaos.
Do you watch Marvel movies? Like, Doctor Strange, Captain America, Iron Man? You into that type of stuff?
Nah, I'm more of a DC guy.
DC guy.
Like
so,
Batman,
did you watch, like, the new Suicide Squad, Batman, stuff like that?
Oh, I haven't seen the new Batman yet, I saw Suicide Squad. I couldn't take Joe Manganiello seriously after seeing the Pee Wee Herman thing, but... he's basically Pee Wee Herman's basically the equivalent of this guy we have in Britain called Mr. Bean.
Oh, I've heard Mr. Bean.
Yeah, he's basically Pee Wee Herman, but funny.
Well, I've got a Pee Wee Herman too. I didn't know he was a Bruce thing.
There was a film.
He's like a Bruce thing.
Yeah, there was a film about Mr. Bean where he went to America once, and like some guy stuck the finger up at him, and he thought it was just a kind gesture, so he started doing it to everyone he saw. And then like, yeah, it's pretty funny. And then he tries to wake wake up this girl who's in a hospital, and then you could see him through the window as her parents were talking, and he was like, it was a weird position, and he was like pounding on.
Yeah.
It was a funny.
Is it like a true stereotype that like British people curse like a lot, like in public and stuff like that?
What?
Is it like true, like the stereotype like British people like I've heard like it's like Australians and British people they sound like curse.
They drink tea a lot.
I think like American tea, I think British tea is like very different. Like tea, that's like kind of like a like is it like a breakfast? Like there's like breakfast tea
like,
and stuff like that. Right?
Sometimes it's
See,
a full day thing.
Like tea in America, I think is like very different from tea in because like tea is very popular in like the South, like sweet tea and stuff like that. Like you know, it's not like drink is like this fancy thing or like a breakfast thing. It's kind of like just like a thing you'd order at like a fast food restaurant and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've seen like iced tea and I was like disgusting. Where's the Coke?
Sweet tea is one of my favorite drinks ever.
Seriously?
Sweet tea is goated. Yes, it's like it's a very Texas Southern thing. Sweet tea, like a lot of like other states don't like. It's weird. It's weird when I go to like other states because like you don't really because like states are like so different. You don't realize how like different states are until you leave. I mean, it's like these like things you have normally in your state. Like I went to Colorado one time. You can't like order sweet tea there. I mean, like that just isn't the thing they drink there. But like in Texas, which is only like 2 states away, it's like every restaurant you go to, you can order a sweet tea at. They also put what's it called, honey on like the pizza crusts in Colorado as well. That's the thing. That's like just a thing they do there too. I'd never done that before. That's actually pretty good. The honey on the crust of the pizza. It's not. It's weird. It's kind of like I feel like European countries have to be pretty different from each other, right? Did another character die?
No, I think my disk is. There's a problem with my disk, so a level or something's been screwed. So I think my run's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does this mean for the stream?
I don't know.
Let's just see the level loads.
There's a few things I wanna ask you personally, but like.
I mean, go ahead. I'll tell you.
Yeah, I was gonna apply for SkyTuber on your Discord. But the problem is, I've got 49 subscribers.
I mean, usually if you just ask, did you ask? If you did ask, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I did ask, but I don't think.
Usually you ask and you just like actually upload content. And, yeah, I can give you a roll. Yeah.
Can you give me it?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Oh, cool. Thanks. I'm a SkyTuber now.
I mean, you upload like only Skylanders content.
Made a bit of Skylanders content, but I'll be making more. I'm gonna play a different game for now. I'm gonna just play Batman Arkham Origins while for a bit and then finish the stream. So.
Hold up.
It's a good game. You should try it.
Arkham 7?
Origins.
I can't do it right now. I need my mouse to use Discord. I want my mouse more right now, but I really want to stream over, I guess.
Well.
I also play Madden. Like, it's also like. What like FIFA? Like, is FIFA like. What team? Like, what league is FIFA?
FIFA's like.
Is it like the World Cup League?
FIFA's a game with like. You know what? Actually, now that you say that, I'm gonna play FIFA.
Is FIFA like they're like cause like we have a game called Madden and that's just like all the
NFL,
32 NFL teams
heard of
play
that.
regular. But like for like FIFA, like what league is that?
League, it's professional league. There is only one league.
Is that like the World Cup League?
No, it's like all the city's best teams, and then like so like Barcelona have a team, Madrid have a team.
You see, with America, like there really is only one football league. You know, it's the NFL.
Is it like a state thing?
No, it's like a nationwide thing, and the NFL is like there's like I'm like there really is only like one league. Like all they've tried, you know, like the NFL really is the only like American football league in our country. You know?
Yeah, like pro league, amateur league, and then like
No,
your kids league. Yeah.
I mean there is like schools like college football is very, you know, university. They have their own football teams and stuff like that, and that's like pretty big in America. And like so basically like there's like different levels of colleges. There's like D1 colleges, which is the best one, you know, D2. And like the D1 colleges will have their own playoffs, and like if they do good in their regular season, they'll go to the playoffs, and the winners of that are called the national championships. And each state also has their own like in high school, because like I mean, British has high school, right? I mean the UK has high school.
Yeah. We call it.
You guys have got middle school though, right? Like,
no, we have primary school. Then
because like what there's like years 7 to like 12 in one school, right?
It's
Or is it years
7
years?
years primary, and then it's
Is it 8 to 12 in?
6 in secondary. I'm in the 4th for secondary, and then 4 at university. So
So the way it works in America is you have your elementary school, which is
I would be in my
kindergarten.
second year of high school.
So for us, it's the way it works in America is we have elementary school, which is like kindergarten, which is like you don't actually have to go to kindergarten, but if your parents sign you up, you do that.
We have.
And then there's
like
grades 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It goes up to grade 5. Then there's middle school. It's grade 6, 7, 8, and in high school that's 9, 10, 11, 12, and then you go to college.
You can choose to go to college or a university. Depends how good you are.
Yeah, same here. And you can get also like you know scholarships to go to college if you're like good at sports, and they want to offer you that go to that college, or like you're really smart, and you get a scholarship to go to that college and stuff like that. But most of the time, you just have to apply, and they think like you know if you'll do good there, they're gonna let you in. Basically, some colleges require more than other colleges. You know, like the college I'm trying to go to, I have to be like in the top 15% of my class to get into it. But like high school is like grades 9 through 12, and in each state there's a state championship for football, and that's also like there's like 1A, 6, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, and 6A. Those are like kind of the rankings. Like the biggest colleges are the 6A colleges. I mean the biggest high schools are the 6A high schools, and the smallest ones are the 1A. And so there's like a state championship for each different, you know, type of high school.
Okay.
And high school's actually won a state championship before, so it's pretty cool. Is that like a thing in you? Like the European football leagues? Like, would there be like a country like?
Yeah, there's
like
thing? Country teams are separate from like cities. Some towns have.
Because like I mean like football like overall is just like very big in America. You know? So like it's like we have them basically on all levels. Like even like middle schools like have like city champions or like district champions, you know, for the school.
I don't really know how it works too much, but
It's kind of complicated. Like you have to like the only reason why I know it so well is because I've lived in this type of environment, you know, my time. But like I feel like we do have like other sports in America. Like is basketball, that's pretty popular like worldwide, right? It's pretty popular like in Europe.
Yeah. It's pretty big. Some of my friends play it.
And then we also have it's like baseball as well. Like basically the three main sports in America: baseball, football, and basketball, and all the like teams and stuff are like within inside the USA, except for like two exceptions. In the NBA, there actually is a Canadian team called the Toronto Raptors, which is in Canada, and then there's also the Toronto Blue Jays, which is in baseball, which is in Canada. But America doesn't have any teams that aren't in America. Closest one is the Buffalo Bills, which are like in like the upper half of New York, which is like kind of close to Canada. I do think eventually the NFL is gonna want to put teams in maybe like Mexico, Canada, not Europe though, because I think it'd be like
It would
they're
be
traveling
American
and stuff.
football,
You know?
then it would
Yeah,
be international football.
yeah,
And then people would get it mixed up with soccer.
yeah.
It'd probably
I think it
cause
would be
some
cool if like maybe like every 4 years, if like if football does become eventually like a worldwide sport, because like right now it really is. But if football did become like a worldwide like sport, like every country had, it would be cool if like each country had their best players compete in like some sort of playoff tournament every couple of years,
Yeah.
like the World Cup. It's like the best players from the NFL would be like America's team, and you got like the best players. But like honestly, like, I don't really get why football isn't like as popular in other countries. Like I know it's popular, but like it's not as popular in America. Like is there like really any football league like American leagues like Europe and stuff?
I don't know. We have
Like I know there was like a European league for like a bit, but I think it's
one of the London teams, Chelsea. They have a really good American player. Forgot who it was though. I think it might be called Abraham, ironically.
there is there is like a way for people that aren't born in America like to go to like like they're like the really good like colleges will offer them and stuff like that, and they can get into that. But like most like most players are Americans. Like in basketball, there's a lot of like MLB. There's like a lot of players that aren't from America because like baseball is popular worldwide. But since like football is very like usually just like an American sport, it's kind of really just only Americans that play in the NFL. But it is kind of like cool that like America has like its own sport. I mean,
Yeah. I suppose, I don't know.
I mean, because also like they just. I mean, it's kind of funny. If you win like this Super Bowl, you're considered world champions, even though football's only in America. Huh?
World Cup, if you win that, that's a huge deal.
Yeah, it's got to be a huge deal, right?
I
I mean, it's probably a huge deal than a Super Bowl win, but like you still are like considered world champions if you win the Super Bowl.
Involved in it, at least, is a big deal.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, any championship is usually pretty big
you're
deal.
involved, then you're a good player.
Yeah.
So like, I'm pretty sure Brazil won the World Cup in 2014 they won. So all the Brazilian players went down pretty big time, like Neymar and stuff.
Wait, so like what year will the next World Cup be in?
It's coming up. They're doing the qualifiers actually. Scotland's
Is it
against
going to be in
Ukraine.
2024 or something like that?
No, last one was 2018. So
It's going to be this year.
yeah, it's this year.
Oh, nice.
This is the one Scotland are actually qualified for doing, hopefully.
Wait, can you like not be qualified to
Yeah,
the World Cup? Like, if you're not good enough or something?
yeah.
Oh,
Because you
okay.
can't just have every country in the world doing it.
I mean, it would be kind of cool if every single country in the world was doing it.
Well, true, but it would take too long. And
That is
plus you have to
true.
remember there's always the actual seasons and stuff.
Yeah.
It usually takes place during the summer.
Wait, what? Do you know what country's hosting the World Cup? What country's hosting the World Cup?
Not this year, I don't think.
You don't know?
It would not be probably Ukraine. I think they're not doing it because of what happened, but I think
Were they gonna?
I have a feeling it's maybe France, so Paris, or maybe Italy. I'm not sure.
The way it works with the NFL is that they just choose one of the NFL team stadiums to host the Super Bowl. You know?
That's
Like
pretty
this
clever.
year, they just chose the Rams Stadium to host the Super Bowl. Usually they try to do indoor stadiums to do Super Bowls in. Yeah. They're not giving any team advantage. Like the Green Bay Packers Stadium, Lambeau Field, so it snows there. They'd probably never do a Super Bowl there, just 'cause, like snow and stuff like that. But like the stadiums that are like indoors and stuff like that, those ones like Arizona Stadium, like they like host a Super Bowl. It seems like every 4 years. And like this year's, it was the Rams because it was the newest stadium. They
It's
just made
always
that
outside
stadium.
those.
What do you say?
Always. Strictly, every football game is always outside, even if it's the
It's always
coldest place in
outside?
the world. It's
I mean,
always.
like some football games are open, and they're like the coldest like stadium in the football in the NFL is not an indoor stadium. You know, like the coldest temperature wise.
Sometimes
It's
they have to cancel the game if it's too cold, but that's like freezing.
the NFL games really get canceled because they usually just play through them. Like it'll be like negative degree. Like it's like they're
In fact, Argentina one time they won the World Cup in the 80s or 90s because of a very iconic player called Maradona. Who he died recently last year. Wasn't the best example for kids though. He went into drugs later on. That's the problem if you're brought up poor, like most footballers.
yeah.
They don't know what to do with all the money, so they do drugs. That's what he did basically.
Okay.
I think he went into cocaine and then didn't last very long, so he died of a brain tumor, I'm pretty sure.
Ooh. Good player there.
Oh yeah, people were quite sad. In fact,
I mean,
there was a very iconic game he played, which was a semi-final against England. Oh god, we love Maradona for this. What happened was there was a goal he scored, which was the deciding goal, and people argue it wasn't allowed because someone claimed to have seen him like use his palm to get the ball to move up higher, so he used his hand. People called it the hand
very
of God.
controversial.
The hand of God because he claimed it was a header.
It's a very controversial, basically.
Yeah, but they still let it slide. I don't really know why.
Thankfully, in most Super Bowls, there aren't they try to get the best of the best refs, so there's no controversies, because they don't want a big controversy surrounding the biggest
I
game.
don't really know. No one really cares about the refs. It's just as long as good players are playing.
I mean, when a ref makes a bad call, that'll get a lot of attention.
That's obvious. That's true though.
It's what's it? There actually was a kind of a bad ref call in the Super Bowl. So basically, football players wear helmets, right?
Yeah, I know that.
So you can't. One of the rules is you can't tug on the face mask part of it. All the bars are and stuff like that. You can't pull on that. And in the Super Bowl, basically, the Bengals quarterback threw a really far pass to one of the receivers, which at first looked like a clean pass. It looked good. But then they replayed it, and you could see that he actually tugged on the defender's face mask, and it made him fall. And he scored a touchdown on that, so that was very controversial. But the Bengals ended up losing the Super Bowl, so it's not as controversial. But this Super Bowl probably actually would have been one of those controversial Super Bowls ever if the Bengals did it It's like, yeah.
Don't they wear the teeth things? Boxers wear those too. Like the
What,
teeth
mouth
outside.
guards?
Mhm.
Yeah, they have to wear those. Yeah, they have to wear those. That's part of the rules.
In fact,
Do football players have to wear those?
our school's
Like mouth
boxing
guards?
is illegal because the gloves they use are banned.
Oh.
Are banned because they're old-fashioned from the
Mhm.
80s. Because it causes too much brain damage,
Okay.
and so we have to box each other with those.
But wait, but you're not supposed to be, or what?
Oh yeah, you can hit a bag, but sometimes people like to hit each other.
Mm.
In fact, I heard rumors about a thing people do during lunchtime, which is kind of like they get a changing room, and what they do is they bet money on who'd win in a fight, and they get two folk in a fight.
Mhm.
I don't know.
To see who would win. They bet on it. Yep.
I thought about doing it. I thought about fighting.
Yeah. I'm not trying to get into a school fight because bad for business.
Your boy's been in a lot of fights. Oh god, Nalik's been in a lot.
I played American football, so
Back in the day, I used to have a big mouth. I got in fights with some kids over some pretty crazy stuff.
Like, if you play athletics, which I did, you're kind of even if you're not that good, you can just there's this level of respect for other people in athletics, because we all play the same sport, football, and it is a tough sport, you hit people, so there's kind of this mutual respect for everyone we have for each other, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, most of the best fighters in our school are boxers, though.
Do they have a mutual respect for each other?
Well, the odd
So do
fight.
they have a mutual respect? Well, you fight other schools' boxers. Do your school's boxers fight each other's schools' boxers?
No, not school things, but like clubs.
Really?
Also, there's my school against this other school, which is not actually that far. It's a quick 5-minute walk. They've got a big rivalry, and it used to be that there was a field in between us, and we'd go down, and big crowds of those school kids and the others would go fight each other like Braveheart, and it was crazy, I'm telling you.
We actually, our school has a rival too, and we beat them this year in football, so it was pretty cool. American football. We do have soccer, because that's what we call it, But we do have soccer, but I think our school has football, soccer, baseball. We have wrestling, boxing. That's what we have.
We have those.
Have you ever watched an American football game?
I think I've watched one. But
was it the Super Bowl by any chance?
I don't remember. Long time ago. It was probably in the background when I was at New York.
You feel like it's not that interesting, American football? Do you actually, do you think it's kind of boring or whatever? Because I used to think football was kind of boring, but then started watching, I ended up really liking it.
It can be okay. It really just depends who's playing.
Because with me, I try to watch, soccer, whatever, football, and I don't know, man, just I just can't watch it the full game.
Neither can I.
Huh?
Neither can I. The closest.
But see, the football, there's so many cool plays and stuff that keeps you interested,
Well, people actually get injured in it, and it is rough rivalry. People actually have an excuse to hit each other. It's quite cool.
Yeah, it's like a stereotype that soccer players are soft because they're trying to get a penalty, you know.
Oh,
Or trying
it
to,
really just depends. I mean, like I was on about Celtic and Rangers. Oh god, one of the
Mhm.
games, one of the players punched one of our players.
Oh, that happens. Well, like, see, like,
Full on.
there's actually this one time it was between two teams. It was crazy. It was between like a rival team, and it was like near the end of the game too. So it was no reason for their backup quarterback was in. You know. So anyway, he like threw kind of like a good pass, but they were gonna leave it away. One of the defenders like got really mad, so like he started like kind of like wrestling with him and stuff like that. And then eventually the defender pulled off the dude's helmet and hit his head with the helmet. It's crazy. He got like suspended for like I think 6 games after that. And he was like one of the better players too.
Oh, there was a really bad incident in football. One of the Manchester United players done something really bad. I mean,
What did
apparently
he do?
apparently did something that begins with R to a
Oh damn!
woman.
Damn.
He was
It's like
removed from FIFA, the FIFA games. He was completely removed, which was quite a shame because he was actually an okay player. He wasn't like a superstar, but he was like quite good, underrated. It was quite a shame.
I don't think anyone's ever been removed from. I don't know. Well, there was an incident in the beginning of the student Henry Ruggs, who was like he was a good player, and he played for the Raiders, and he like got to a car wreck, and he was the cause of it, and ended up killing a woman. I think he was removed from that.
I don't know. I mean, America's a crazy place sometimes.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, in a different element of crazy. It's like
What are you like trying to like crazy? I'm curious. Like, what do you mean by that?
not like physically wise, but mentally it can be a bit nuts. I think. I think people. The limits in America are a lot less in Scotland.
They said wait what?
Like, racism's a crime completely in Scotland. It's like some people actually get away with it.
What do you mean like racism?
Like hate crimes towards some religions, black people, stuff like that. I mean,
well, see in America, like you can like walk around with like racist like T-shirts and stuff like that, and you can't get arrested for that because of the freedom of speech. But like as soon as like you act on it, that's when you get arrested, basically.
Yeah.
Like you can't get like legally like you can't get arrested if a white person shirt you can't get like arrested for that. But like if you actually start like doing stuff like like hitting people, then you would get arrested.
Yeah. If you see that sort of stuff, then it's no. It's like prosecution.
Okay,
It's like hate crime.
It's like it's really hard to like I think like define a hate crime, because like you can't like see into the person's head, so you can't really know if like the like true intention of the crime.
The difference is there's more laws here, but it's more frequent. More crimes are committed.
You think so?
There's more crimes committed here, I'd say, but there's more laws. It's probably got something to do with that. However,
Maybe.
there isn't very much in the way of organized crime or mafia.
Yeah, there's like a lot of like stuff to try to like not have that happen.
Well, there was a big gang in Glasgow at one point who got razors and just used to go around and attack people.
Oof.
Razors, which is a bit weird.
See, in America, it's more gun kind of stuff.
I don't really know how they got away with
it. In America, there's very rarely like any like crimes related to like stabbings and stuff like that.
Yeah, we get that a lot.
It's not because he can't own guns, so criminals got to find out a way.
Knives are probably the most deadly weapon.
in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
See, in America, you know, definitely.
Unless guns are smuggled, but that's quite rare.
Maybe. I feel like America is overall like a more safe place than most countries. Like I feel like the crimes they have in America sometimes have gone over proportion. Because it's not like if you go to America, you're like it's like you're stepping into like crimes. It's like you're really good, you know. It's nothing like that. There's also like the whole like you know like unleashed our schools, don't you? Whatever thing. You know what I'm talking about? Like Americans make fun of British people like, well, at least our schools, you know. I mean, it is like.
Yeah, I've been streaming for about an hour,
Huh?
but I'm talking to my brother. This is the kid that wanted wildfire.
Mm.
What? Yeah. One sec. Not it.
That was a
This kid
bit
wants
mad.
to say hi,
You
please. No. What? You like? No, my brother apparently likes you likes your Skylander
Oh
videos.
my. Thanks for watching.
Jesus. Calm down, it's not like it's like FGTV or anything.
Does he watch like the videos regularly?
No, I don't know. Do you watch them regularly? Yeah, he does.
That's kind of cool.
Hmm?
Glad they enjoys the content. I'll try my best, you know.
Yeah, he tries his best, he says. Well, what was I gonna say? Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I gotta go in, I think, like 15 minutes.
Do I just end it here?
Maybe I've been playing Trap Team for a while.
Yeah.
I gotta go in like 15 minutes, so I actually have another YouTube podcast. Do in like 15 minutes.
Yeah. You probably got dinner or something. I mean, I've got to sleep.
You know, I feel like a lot of people don't like. I feel like I'm not saying like you, but like I feel like a lot of people like watch my videos like forget that I also have a life too. You know,
Yeah, that's true.
it's like people have been like messaging around Discord and stuff
Unless it's
like
Markiplier.
when it's like school hours and stuff like that. Like you know, like I'm in school right now, right? Like I can't.
It's going good. Okay, I need to go.
Alright,
Okay,
I'll talk
guys,
to you.
I'm gonna end the stream. Please subscribe. This video was sponsored by Honey. Bye. No, it wasn't.
We might as well be sponsored by it.